Welcome back, my turtles. This is Hardcore Minecraft. Days 100, the 200, another 100-day video. Edited in 2 days. Whoa! Yes, I'm playing Bedrock on PC to record this. You can judge. It's alright. I will not blame you. You're probably wondering, what is this going on? Anyways, I'm forgetting what I'm trying to say. The main points. Effectively, I have re-edited all 100 days between 100 to 200. Revoiced, re-edited, recut. I think they will hopefully flow better in a long-form video. We don't talk about the 100 to 150 days. That was garbage. Do not speak about it. Ever. I mean it. Don't even watch it. I think I should take it down. Maybe I'll private it. Do not watch it. Anyways, I genuinely hope you guys enjoy this one. Whew, let me tell you, it was a pain. A pain. Anyways, adios, my turtles. Enjoy! I made more progress on the expansion of my home, all the way until nighttime. And to keep the video short, well, shortish, I'm going to cut out all the times I go to bed, so half the time it just skips the next day. That is why. It's going to be a common thing for quite a few of these days. I'm just going to be mining for a lot of them. I decided to pay a visit to Folly Chamber and shave the sheep, but as my sister likes me to say, shear the sheep. I don't see a difference in the words though. Sugar cane. My favorite part about re-editing this is I get to cut out all of the parts like this where I'm just walking around like an idiot again. And so much of it you'll never see. With all the wool I got from shearing the sheep, I decided to make a bunch of beds and go to Nether and try to get some ancient debris so I can get some netherite tools. Cue the blowing the bed up montage. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a pain to edit it. Anyways, I found 4 ancient debris. 2 of them on the first bed, and 2 when I accidentally mined into them by pure luck. Trespasser! I went through all that effort and made the ancient debris, smelted it down, and made another ingot. Just to find out, you need something called an upgrade template. Yeah, I was not a happy man. I was actually quite pissed. I actually smashed my desk and hurt my hand in my anger, going, why would they make that? Isn't this a game about choice? Choosing how you want to play? So why would they force you and make you do something to be able to do it? I found it very stupid, very dumb, and I absolutely hated it, and went AFK for a good 5 minutes in my anger, just questioning my life decisions, mainly Mojang for doing this. Sugar cane! And do you even need to guess? I went back up here to continue working on expanding my base. Hey guys, look, something new! I'm shoving sticks down this villager's throat to steal his emeralds. I then decided to make my bed look even more majestic with the emerald blocks I managed to make out of all the training I did. It looks so rich. Not wanting to misplace the remains of Turtle Pig with some other rotten flesh, I decided to name him Turtle Pig. So that way, I can always carry the remains of Turtle Pig with me, so I will never forget him. R.I.P. Turtle Pig. I then added Zapdon, Mr. GG Cool, and Rethink Tube to the 500 subscriber monument, because at the time when I first recorded this and made it, I was only at like 500 subscribers. As well as MC, Mr. J28, VCE, Cross Pro, TS Official, GTAG, and of the Vogs, and sorry, I don't know how to say her name. And if you're wondering why I called the first person MC, is because they asked me to call them that in one of my streams. I haven't forgotten about that. Anyways, I went back to mining and digging shortly after that for the rest of the day. In case you didn't believe me, like I said, you'd be seeing a lot of this. This takes a while, especially when I don't even have max enchantments on any of my tools. Honestly, I'm kinda watching this. Makes me really happy. I have efficiency 5 on my tools now. 1 second, just Hey cows, I need leather, so you need to die. Okay, I made a book. Now I just need to run over here, buy me a sweet precious book of mending, and enchant my axe so I don't have to make a new axe. Oh man, I'm feeling sleepy weepy. Time to go to bed in my beddy weddy. Fun fact, before day 107, I actually had no clue on how much area I wanted to mine out. So I finally decided to make a perimeter so I know exactly how much of this area I'm gonna mine out. And once the perimeter was done, I went to normal mining. I know, very entertaining.
Sugar
cane! Stop invading my property! Trespasser! Hardcore Minecraft Day 108. Let's go, turtles! Tools too badly damaged, so got on turtles. Then went to Monster Farmer. Here all day. It's boring. Like usual, did not sleep. Just to keep in the original joke from the original edit I made of days 100 to 150. Here's the whole day 109 in all of its glory. All 10 to 20 minutes worth of its footage. Just here for you to watch. I know some of you are going to be curious on why it's only 10 minutes, but it's because the original day 108, I forgot to hit stop recording, so day 108 recorded in day 109. So day 109 is only 10 minutes, and I mean, you can't complain. It's 10 minutes of this. I doubt you would really want to watch 20 minutes of it. I doubt you're even going to watch the whole 20 minutes of it. 10 minutes of it, you're just going to skip till the very end. Day 110. I'm still in here. Day 111. I was also still in here for a majority of the day. Is that light? It's a light I can see. Then to proceed nearly to kill turtles by falling into this really deep hole. Actually, there's water in there. He would have been fine. Yeah, I placed a lot of torches. I think it was mainly in hopes to try to avoid monsters spawning, so that way I can work on it while it's nighttime. Yeah, I think that was the plan. I wonder what's— oh crap, it's a phantom! Get to bed, get to bed, get to bed! Ah, I feel so safe. And decided to mine the perimeter or down all the way to Y level 69, the level my base is at. Also, fun fact, I did not intend to mine down to have my base at Y level 69. Didn't even mean to do that. It was purely on chance and on accident. But regardless, nice. Yeah, watching me mine this all out makes me really happy. I got an efficiency 5 pickaxe. Because holy crap. Why did I even try to do terraform without a efficiency 5 pickaxe? Or tools? This took a long time. I could literally see myself mining. Guys, look. I'm actually mining at night. Whoa. Amazing. Day 113 was the day I decided to begin mining in chunks versus layer by layer. Because it felt like I was making more progress by doing it in chunks. Oh, time to go to bed. I finished my work for the day. Wait, you. Why do you keep invading my property? Die!
Yeah. Still, mine. Oh, yeah.
You know, rewatching this footage, I'm starting to think if I just went out of my way to go get the efficiency books, efficiency villager, I honestly probably would have had this project done in half the time. I really think that now. Truly do not understand how I was able to dig when it was this close to nighttime outside of my walls. Guys, you won't believe it. I found the original day 616 footage! For the record, I don't know what's happening. I don't know why it suddenly just zoomed in like that. I have zero control over it. At the time, I used the seed finder, which some of you consider cheating. I'm still on the fence to consider cheating. To be able to find a bastion, so that way I can get an upgrade template. So that way I can get netherite. Which, by the way, I still think is incredibly stupid that you need to get netherite tools and armor. Check out these sweet bridging skills. Ha, you have nothing on me.
Mining quartz, so I can get the XP to fix my pickaxe. Oh yeah.
Fun fact, I decided it was ultimately to be safer to just mine inside walls versus exploring in the wide open. And hey, what do you know, it worked. I found the bastion, and I went to go begin my slowly and carefully way looting it. This is what I mean. I kind of just built blocks, building walls so none of the piglins would see me, until I saw this chest and began looting. And it had an upgrade in it. But I got greedy. I decided to explore further to get more. You're probably wondering why I'm doing more narrating for this one day versus the rest of the days. It's quite simple. A lot happened on this one day, so I really had to explain a lot more. I slowly made my way until I lined up perfectly with the chest, so that way I could just make a tunnel straight to the chest and just loot them without them realizing. As I was tunneling to get the chest, I destroyed this block, and now they all know I'm here because he instantly saw me. Quite rude, if I do say. And while I was doing this, I was honestly quite scared of the magma block cubes. Did I say magma blocks? I meant to say magma cubes. We're gonna jump up and try to get in my tunnel and kill me. Yeah. Eventually, I got to that sweet chest and got me a bunch of loot. Mainly, another upgrade template. With the loot in hand, I began making my epic, legendary escape. Let's ignore the fact I totally got lost right here and had to make a new way to get out. I 100% knew where I was going from the very beginning. Fun fact, I completely and actually forgot the original path I took to get there, so I had to begin making a new way. And I got sidetracked. I'm 99% sure this is the second stupidest thing I've ever done. Right, only beaten by the fact I did the water bucket down
The hole 3.0.
Get Get it? Also, it was day 72 in my shorts, if you want to go see what I mean. Somehow not getting shot off the bridge by a gas, I immediately decide the bridge once more. I think in my fear of dying in the nether, I began making risky decisions. That is my only explanation for why I kept doing this. And then I proceeded to jump, like a complete and utter idiot. Time, Turtle Man decides to do something risky known as bridging over lava. After a really long time, I finally found my portal and finally returned back to the overworld. And I immediately ran to my bed so I could feel safe, remembering I am free from lava now. Hey look! The video's back to normal. It was something with OBS, by the way, is why the video got screwed up for day 17 and 16. After sorting my inventory and making an upgrade table, I realized I'd rather not upgrade my tools while they're still damaged, so I decided to ride Turtle to the Monster Farmer village so I can begin upgrading and fixing my tools. As soon as I got there, I proceeded to go AFK for so long, the Xbox AFK guide showed up. Sitting here is so nice. I barely have to do anything besides sit here and hit right trigger every now and then and just wait. Quality content. I sat here almost for the entirety of day 119, all the way until nighttime. And right when I was about to ride Turtle back home, I saw him. And this is my village! I don't care if it wasn't mine 5 minutes ago, but I claimed it as mine, so now he is not allowed to visit this village. Not anymore. And then finally, I upgraded my picky to netherite, and I decided to do the same with Turtle Shovey. It's so beautiful. I think I can cry. And before you say anything, yes, I left myself with at least one more netherite template upgrade. It's one of those bags. Purely because you guys told me to, because apparently I can create duplicates with them as long as I have one.
Sugar cane.
On day 120 was about when I decided a new way of doing this. I was gonna dig out all the dirt on top and then focus on the stone underneath. I felt like it felt like I did more progress, but honestly, I was just tired of mining in normal chunks like I was doing. I then started mining. I know, very exciting. Shortly after, I decided to start digging out the perimeter, so I have a full-on perimeter already dug out. I was minding my own business, and then they began attacking me. I got scared and ruined, but I had a shield and a diamond sword, so the Turtle Man would be perfectly a-okay. On day 121, I kind of went through and finished cleaning up this little perimeter area I dug out yesterday, and decided to get rid of this mango tree. I really don't like mango trees. I then proceeded the mine, break rock, break stone, miney whiny, cracky wacky. And when it became nighttime, I began chopping down some trees. I needed more wood after all. To be completely blunt, I really hate trees like this, where the logs are just kind of hidden throughout it and you kind of hunt down the logs, otherwise the leaves just stay there. I really hate when it does this. I don't even know why Mojang made it a thing. I mean, yeah, it looks cool, but I hate it. So, fun fact, for some of you who may not know this, when I'm recording these, it isn't all in one playthrough. I usually half the time am recording like 2 to 3 days, editing them, then uploading them as shorts. Because I have a full-time job, and I only have like 3 to 4 hours, give or take, each day to be able to do this, because this is completely in my free time as a hobby. I do not go out of my way to do this. The second I get bored, I'll probably stop, and you'll never know when that is. I found coal! About the only thing I can really make note of what happened today was the fact I stayed awake all night to be able to make sure I finished mining out these final 2 layers. That's about it. That and an epic legendary battle that you don't get to see because I have to farm in
Farm 1.0.
You know, the one upside by spending multiple days inside the monster farmer punching skeletons is I get a crap ton of bone meal. Henceforth, I get a crap ton of bones. Wait, I said that backwards. I ran home to make sure I can go to sleep so that way phantoms won't spawn. I felt the need to include this for no reason. Bone meal crops! All day long and all night long! Traded for emeralds! I then sleepy weepy! I then remembered I never finished a water elevator for the whole 4.0. So I grabbed some normal just deep slate and began finishing it. Honestly, I should have just used glass, but I really didn't want to go out of my way to go get some more sand to get more glass. I was kind of lazy in this department. You know, someday I'm sure I'll finish this. And by finish it, I mean swap this out for glass. Some point in the future, I'm sure I'll do it by the time I reach day 200. And while I was down here, I decided to do some mining, because why not? I gotta make it look a little nice at least. After I left the hole, I decided to go do some miscellaneous trading so I can get some XP to fix my pickaxe. But as you clearly saw right there, I forgot to hold my pickaxe while I did that trading there. And trust me, I felt like an idiot when I realized that. And see, I learned my lesson. I made sure to swap back to my pickaxe before I did some trading. Trust me. Like Tony Stark, I learned from my mistakes. As I went to go continue mining, I got shot in the back by skeletons. It wasn't pleasant. So just like Obi-Wan, I decided to get the high ground. It's over, skeleton! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power, Turtle Man!
I then proceeded to watch him just burn to death, very slowly and pathetically. It wasn't even a battle. Honestly, I feel kind of sad for burning him alive now. I then proceeded to mine for the rest of the day. I rode turtle on a small trip to the monster farmer village. That way I can begin a new plan that I'd like to call Light It the Fuck Up! I truly mean Light It the Fuck Up! I had like 7 to 8 stacks of 64 of torches, and then, well, I used all of them. I had maybe like 10 to 20 left, and then, you motherfudger! Anyways, like I was saying, I used almost all of them. I only had 20 to 30 torches left by the time I was done, because in hopes by lighting all this up, I would actually have a better spawn rate in the monster farmer, so the skeletons would spawn way more often. But just to find out, shortly after, one of you told me in the comments when I uploaded the short of it that the spawn rate of monster farmers aren't affected by the world. So this was completely and utterly pointless. After I finished placing all the torches, initially I was going to spend some time in here to fix my tools, but I got bored really quick and immediately decided to ride turtles back home. And before you ask, yes, I felt the need to include this sugar cane. Yeah, I'm still working on this on day 127. It's a creeper! Oh, crap! Never mind, he died quite sadly. And pathetically. Man, gonna be me. I found some coal. Is that interesting? I mean, it's coal. What could go wrong with coal? Don't worry, guys. I'm doing something new. I'm chopping the rest of this tree down. I know I already did a small rant about this, but I'm doing it again because I really hate trees like this. Because they just do this. And then you think you chop it down, you come back like a day later and it's still there. Because there's some logs hiding deep inside of it. I really hate these trees. I forgot to say it earlier, but, well, at the beginning of this day. But this is the day I swapped to actions and stuff as my texture pack and resource pack. And frankly, I think it looks pretty cool. I like how it jumps, the animation. I just like the way it makes the armor look and everything. It just looks so cool. It makes Turtle Man look even more awesome. That's right. Ooh, yeah, I'm still here. I am bored. Yes, that's a zombie burning to death. Yeah, I'm digging that. Something new. Eventually, well, when it became nighttime, I wanted to do something new, and, well, I wanted to stay awake and make some progress in my world. I decided to go work in the whole 4.0. I mean, I found some diamonds. I mean, who cares? It's just diamonds. I found diamonds! Yeah, I mean, who cares? I mean, they're not a big deal. They're just diamonds. When I finished, I just couldn't help but admire the beauty of action and stuff's animations. I mean, it just looks so smooth. It makes my character, the Turtle Man, look so smooth. Truly amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I finally learned from my mistakes. I decided to add torches down these perimeter paths, so that way no monsters will spawn in there. Unlike a few days ago when that happened. You know, I'm starting to get the feeling I'm doing the plan. Light it the fuck up! All over again, but just on top of this mountain. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling though. Guys, I'm mining at night. It's amazing. I've grown courageous. I guess I found some sugarcane or whatever. I fed the chickens! And then something rare happened. I tried to go to sleep, but I literally tried to go to sleep right when it became morning. Very sad. Like I said, beginning at day 102, you're gonna see a lot of this. It's just me digging and mining. A lot of stuff I get to cut out. Very entertaining, I know. I was just minding my own business, you know? I was just chilling, man. And all of a sudden, the zombie with 0 chills started attacking me. So just like the blue man, I had to put him down. I then spent some time trying to get efficiency 1 or 2, I can't quite remember, to be able to upgrade my tools so that way I can mine even faster. But sadly, I did not get it. And for absolutely no reason whatsoever, I decided I hate this little dirt area and began making some progress on digging it. But it was becoming morning, so I tried to make a rush to my bed to try to go to bed, so that way phantoms won't spawn on me. And unlike the previous day, I actually managed to go to bed. I mined!
Shut up!
I diggity dog! I failed at mining! Got sleepy weepy! Continued mining! Mined even at night! I finished another section! Look at the progress! Left it in this part of the video so you could see the beauty of the progress I made. And on day boom 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 boom. What I was trying to say was, on day 132, I really hated mango trees. So I decided to get rid of these mango-y trees. They're too mango-y. Yeah, that's the sound of me mining. Actually, you don't hear anything at all because I had to mute the video. Because I was watching another person's YouTube video in the background. And for these, last 2 days, I think mainly for this day and the previous day and the next few days, I forgot to unmute my mic when I was recording. So I recorded the entirety of one guy's hour-long video while I was playing Minecraft. Oopsie daisy. And it was right around here when my chest really started to build up again. I mean, just look how many chests I have. I have to literally parkour to get to the top chests. I then accidentally made a crap ton of trapdoors out of copper. And for crabs and giggles, I decided to make a tower out of them and see how high I could go. But I didn't go that high, in all honesty. As soon as I got there, I started opening all the gates. And I kind of regretted that decision because I now had to jump up and slowly make my way back to the top just so I could destroy them. I regret my life decisions right about here. Put a sign on my chest so I know where the cobblestone is and decided to get all nice and comfy in my bed just to realize it was morning and I had to end the recording all day long. I can tell you exactly what I did and exactly 2 things of what I did on day 135. 1. I used bone meal and farmed. 2. I shoved all my crops into my villagers' faces to get their emeralds. 3. I added the emerald blocks to my bed to make it look more rich. Also, I lied. That was 3 things. Once again, I'm mining a lot. Again. There's only so much I could do, man. There's only so much I could say to make this interesting. All I did was mine. And yet again, guess what I was doing? It's alright. If you guessed slamming my head against the wall because I'm just mining, you guessed right. I finally got tired of how slow I'm mining, so I finally made a lectern so that way I can get efficiency 5. Oh yeah. And you just know, the second I found the librarian, I locked him inside his house so I can begin resetting his trades. But as you can clearly see, he turned into a weaponsmith. And so became... My words are hard. So began the painful process of running back and forth and destroying all my stuff until he remained a librarian. Didn't want fans to spawn, so I said, screw it, I'll go to bed. I had to get a little forceful with my methods. I know sleep deprivation may seem like a cruel thing to do, but it was a needed sacrifice to get efficiency 5. Don't blame me, blame this villager for not being more cooperative with me.
1 hour later.
Give me efficiency 5, you jerk!
5 hours later.
Please, just give it to me. This is so boring.
5 hours later.
Never gonna get it. Never. I'm never gonna give a shit. Oh, wait. Fuck you and macaroni!
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Mine's so fast! It's amazing! I was having some fun until the zombie attacked me. Now he has to go to sleep just like the blue man. I have decided the speed run day 138. I mined Turtle Horse. Monster Farmer! I bet you didn't even realize it's already a new day. I got bored, so I decided to leave. And mainly because I thought I repaired my tools enough, and I really didn't want to spend a whole nother day in there. Wanting more paper so I can make more. Ignore that, that was a fail recording. And I decided to leave it in for no reason. Anyways, wanting to get more sugar cane so I can make more paper, so I can get more emeralds. Well, just barely because I wanted a lot of emeralds, so I need more paper. To get more paper, I need more sugar cane. I made a whole new roll to get more sugar cane. And I feel like I have to say it. Sugar cane! I have no reason to say it. I just like saying it. And if you're wondering why it grew so fast, I kind of go ahead and grab some bone meal from when I was in the Monster Farmer. That's how it grows so fast. Because fun fact, at Bedrock, you can use bone meal on sugar cane. Suck it, Java! Anyways, later in the day, as I was doing some trading, I went to go begin a new project. I saw him. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? I mean, like, seriously, that guy really needs to stop invading my property. I have a wall around this because this is my property now. Anyways, you're probably wondering, what was that new project that was going to start? Well, some of my subscribers who've been watching for a while and seen my shorts exactly know what project this is. I'm leaving you in silence and a black screen to build up suspense. Ooh, so suspenseful. Suspenseful music right here.
Farm 2.0 R.
I know a lot of you are curious, or probably were curious. What does the R stand for? Well, let me tell ya. It stands for nothing. That's right. It means literally nothing. It was a misclick. And I decided to just roll with it because at that point I was running out of time to edit that short before I had to leave for work. So I literally just left it in and was just like, screw it, I'll just deal with it. No one will notice. And then someone noticed, so I decided to add the R. You're welcome. I got scared after seeing Enderman, so I went to sleepy weepy. That's right, my turtles. I'm still working on Farm 2.0 R. Yes, that's what it sounds like when I say it normally. Be disappointed? Ha 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 ha! Ho 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 ho! Ho 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 ho! Okay, yeah, you're welcome. Needing experience so I can fix my shovel, I decided to use my remaining emeralds to buy some food. Because it was cheap. But honestly, I kind of regret doing that because I kind of needed those emeralds for a different project, different thing. But I used them all right here to buy a bunch of food to get experience. Little did I know I would regret this so much. You see, I say that, but at the same time, I make it sound like it's a super bad thing when in reality it's not. It was just a minor inconvenience. And yes, right here, be honest, while rewatching this and re-editing it, I really regret doing this with 3x3x3. When I didn't know you could, like, water takes up to 4 blocks. Because I literally have been learning about Minecraft as I make my shorts. As people leave comment on the videos going, hey, did you know this? And I genuinely go, holy crap. Really? And I don't think it was like dang near until like day 205, give or take, when I was live streaming, when I actually fixed this mistake I'm doing right here to make my farm even more efficient. I placed a bunch of walls around the farm, thinking I could place carpet on top of it and then jump over it. I was right, but I was just standing too close, so it wouldn't let me do it. So I automatically assumed you can't, and I didn't realize you could until like 80 days later in Minecraft days. I proceeded to destroy this poor innocent villager's house because I wanted to have sunlight and room to place an extra rows of crops. Honestly, it's my property, so I don't care what the villagers think. Shortly after, I had to go destroy these stones so I could place dirt, because I think the dirt looks a lot nicer versus just stone. Yeah, that's all I had to say here. I'm really glad they made making infinite water so easy, but this is a royal pain in my butt, because it's just so tedious and annoying. And right here is when I found out I got to destroy these torches to be able to make it look nice. So I decided to go grab some lanterns from inside my home that I bought a long time ago, and some walls so I could place the wall there, put the lantern on top. I think it looks really nice, but I'm questioning why I didn't put them in the water. I could put the walls in the water, then the lantern on top, and it'll achieve the same effect and give me the extra spot to place some crops. But yet, I didn't. And then I proceeded to plow my field for the rest of the day. The very next day, I decided to make pathways around my farm, because honestly, I think it adds a nice aesthetic. And yet again, another thing I wish I knew sooner, but I didn't. Not until a couple shorts later after this, after you guys told me, where if you apparently put two different crops right next to each other, they grow way faster, and you guys are right, they do! But at the time of making this and recording this, I did not know that. And as soon as I finished planting all the seeds, I bet you can guess what I did. That's right! I went to bed! In all seriousness, I actually mined for the rest of the day, as well as the most legendary battle with a skeleton. But most importantly, I took a look around so you could get a view of the sweet, sweet area I've terraformed so far. About the only thing of note on day 144 is I did more terraforming. Not much else. I mean, I guess that I didn't go to bed again. I guess that's worth noting. But on day 145, I decided to go back to Nether, and you know what that means. Exploding bed montage! Anyways, after somehow not burning alive, I turned around and I found something interesting. A ghast managed to spawn inside my base. Well, inside my tunnel. And well, there was clearly only one thing a turtle man can do. Bite me! Oh wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And if you're wondering why I went to Nether, it was so I could get quartz, to get XP, to fix my tools, mainly my pickaxe. Either way, I had enough of Nether and decided to leave. And some of you who've seen my shorts will probably have noticed. Or will eventually notice, so I'm saying it now. Yes, the gas happened first. But I wanted to continue the montage and not have the gas situation come before the epic montage. So I had to come after the montage. I just thought it looked cooler, personally. And it flew... Bleh. If... I can't speak! It flows better in long form, I believe, if I did that versus the... Keep it happening, like, halfway through blowing up the beds. I think it was, like, after the fourth bed it blew up. That's when I turned around and the gas was there. Anyways, it's just a small snippet if any of you noticed or were curious. And leave a comment if you did notice before I actually told you about it, or if you only noticed after I said something. On day 146, I was already back to digging. My tools were too badly damaged, so I had to ride Turtle Horse the Monster Farmer village, so I can go sit in the Monster Farmer and kill a bunch of skeletons that fix my tools. And yeah, that weird zombie pile-up was kind of freaky. I actually was kind of, at the time of recording, I was like, what the fudge was that when it happened?
I was sitting here all day long. It was so boring. Turtle Man nearly lost his sanity.
just for craps and giggles, I decided to have the whole day right here, right now, and the entire time I'm speaking. Yes, that's right. Right now, it is running at super fast speeds, fast forwarding through the entire day of day 147 of sitting here doing absolutely nothing. I'm running out of anything to say, honestly. I'm really running out of ideas. Guess what? It's now day 148, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm just fast forwarding the footage at really high speeds, so that way you can see the whole day in its entirety. Okay, it's day 149. I think you get the gist of this. I'm fast forwarding it yet again, and you get to see all of the glory of the stuff I cut out. I know, not very entertaining. Hello, my turtles. Did you know a Minecraft day lasts 20 minutes? And it is until the final 2 minutes of the Minecraft day I actually left this home. So you could do the math of how long I was actually sitting here. IRL time. Just whacking skeletons with tools to slowly repair them. Okay, I lied. I left the cave at this part of the day to go disenchant some of the enchanted armor the skeletons drop, so I can get the XP to give them a major XP boost. Major repair to my tools with mending. That was about it. But eventually, I deemed my tools were repaired enough, so I could finally leave. Well, minus the axe. I really didn't see a reason to repair the axe, because I rarely use it. I even still rarely use it. And day 210, which is where I'm currently at the time of recording, editing this. Turtle Wars. Sorry, I just had to include it because I was obviously riding Turtle Wars. Obviously, I have to include it. Turtle Wars. Being completely honest, I honestly thought phantoms were going to spawn and attack me on my way home. I was wrong. You guys aren't ready for what I did on day 151. I know I did some trading here, but you're not ready for what I did. You're just mentally can't handle it. I sat in one spot and bone meal sugarcane! Yeah! I made paper. Woo woo! Shoved my paper down this villager's throat. Woo woo! I bone mealed crops. Woo woo! I mined. Woo woo! It's now day 52. I did 3 things on this day. As you can see, I dug and mined. Most importantly, as I was rewatching this to figure out what parts of the video I should use, this happened. I looked so happy and excited about something, yet I do not remember what it was or what it was about. After I finished sorting out my inventory, I went to go start placing some more chests because we're running out of room. I proceeded to struggle to place a simple chest here, constantly jumping down over and over again like an idiot, unable to place one simple chest. Fun fact, later in that day, with some bone blocks and one single ghast here, I thought I could make a dried ghast. I got so excited going, this is going to make things so convenient. And then I remembered, I'm not on that update yet. Now sad and depressed, I couldn't get a happy ghast. I decided to spend the rest of my day doing something easy. Farming. On day 154, I farmed and did some digging as well. Some mining, but all honesty, what really matters is the sugarcane. But more importantly, a stupid farmer stole my Efficiency 5 librarian's bed, and I had to evict him from the home. It was a lot of trouble. They both just kind of ran away, and then I had to trap the librarian in a boat, and it took me all the way until the next day. The librarian just wouldn't listen. Let's also ignore the fact, if I used the lasso, it would have been 5 times easier to get him inside the home. But I chose to completely and utterly ignore that fact, and drove the boat all the way in there. A very pain in the butt time indeed. But eventually, he was in there, locked in, never able to leave, and hopefully another villager doesn't steal his bed. On second thought, I could just take his bed, and that way he wouldn't be able to... You know, I don't want to be a complete monster. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I decided to take a quick ride on Turtle Wars. To ride to the Monster Farmer Village. That way I can get a cleric. Because that way I can max them out. So that way I get bottles of enchanting. Because I finally decided to listen to your guys' advice. And eventually when I arrived, I found a cleric already. So I did the simple solution. I shoved him to a boat, and I proceeded to drive the boat all the way to a house. And before you ask, at the time of recording this, no, I did not know you could use lassos on boats. So I didn't. I wish I knew that way sooner. Thinking I could re-roll it so the bottles enchanting end up in the first roll, I decided to destroy the potion making device, and he instantly became a blacksmith, and I became sad. Because mainly I found out later on you can't. The bottles enchanting are only a final level enchantment, well, trade. So that was a waste of my time. Eventually I found a new cleric, so I shoved him into a boat and I'm like, okay, you're mine now. And I also finally figured out you could use lassos on boats. So I used the lasso and proceeded to head to Turtle so I can ride home, but I kind of realized it's night out and I don't want my villager turned to a zombie. So I ultimately decided I'll take a nap and do it tomorrow. Waking up, I slowly but carefully dragged this villager's butt all the way to my home because I'm kidnapping him and he is never going to be allowed to leave. I don't know when, but he turned into a blacksmith villager. And I didn't notice, so all the effort right now is completely and utterly pointless. I went and got him inside his house, and that's when I realized I felt like an idiot. Going, when did this happen? How did I not notice? How did I put in all this effort just for him to be a stupid blacksmith? How did I not notice? Alright, Turtle. Let's go get ourselves a new villager. Alright, just wait right here, my turtle. I'll be right back. Time to go hunt down me a new villager. Such a pain. Oh, hey, you're a cleric. Good to know. You're not leaving your home anytime soon now. And this time I'm going to make sure I trade with you so you can't change. Now you're forever going to be my cleric. And I'm going to hope you sell me bottles of enchanting. If not, you're going to meet a horrible, horrible fate. In all honesty, my turtles, I'm just very glad all his trades, most of them involved really cheap for some cheap emeralds. And just like Tony Stark, I learned from my mistakes and I placed a workstation near him so his trades would restock. I know, I'm improving. Eventually I rode Turtle, as I really didn't want to risk trying to drag that cleric all the way back home just for him to change into something else, because I traded with the previous villager at least once and he still changed. I don't know why though, I'm super confused. I went to bed! I only have 2 minutes of recording! I don't know where it went! I didn't record it! Completely disregarding what I said a couple days ago, I proceed to shove this cleric into a boat so I can take him and kidnap him and take him home with me. And like normal, it was a slow and painful process because these leads are absolute crap and they break at the slightest poke. Eventually, I had him trapped inside his house, his new home, never to leave, never to escape, and I definitely 100% will never decide to completely undo that and allow him to roam free. On day 60, I woke up and instantly chose Sugar Cane. I then, shortly after, decided to spend the entire day farming. And as you're going to notice shortly soon, that's going to be a pattern. I'm going to spend whole days farming because my farm's really big. And as you can also see, I finally evolved, I finally learned, and I finally put different crops next to each other. So that way they will grow, hopefully, twice as fast. I forgot to hit record for a majority of day 161, but basically, I made more progress on digging this out to the point I only got 3 layers left with it, and then it's done. Otherwise, the only other real thing of note than on day 161 is I bought my very first ever sets of bottles of enchanting that I've ever gotten in a Minecraft game. Legitly, and actually bought from a villager. Honestly, never thought I would be able to say that. And then, for the rest of the day, I proceeded to just watch my farm grow. Day 162, I decided to finally finish this up once and for all. So, I decided to risk my shovel, despite the fact it's already pretty badly damaged, to try to get rid of the rest of this dirt. Why is speaking so hard? And lucky for me, my shovel didn't break. It just barely survived. And I proceeded to start just mine out the rest of it, which is... I got done in no time flat. It feels so good. I mean, it's all mined out. Man, who knew terraforming just takes so long? Honestly, next time I terraform, I'm gonna have a beacon. I wanted it to go by way quicker. This was a pain in the butt. And in a decision I'm gonna come to regret, I decided to place the walls right out inside here, inside the area I mined out. And the reason why is because a skeleton or monster could fall in from up top and just get stuck in the one layer onto my right, and just the one block area right there. And it's just very inconvenient. I don't know why I didn't just place it up on top, so that way they can't fall in, and it gives me an extra block area to work with. Remember, I'm not that smart. And those of you who assume I am and who think I know everything, I really don't. You see how I'm using my hand to break the dirt blocks? It's because I don't want to use my shovel and don't want to risk destroying it. But yet, right there, I was like, I got enough durability, I should be fine. As long as I don't use it for anything else. Remember that. Anyway, it's just boring stuff of me destroying the wall so I can get rid of the dirt blocks. That way I just have an already expanded area. See it? You see it right there. Right there. That's called Turtle Man being stupid and risking Turtle Shovey from breaking. I know. Turtle Man is very smart at times. And I'm doing it again! Why am I doing it? I'm risking my shovel! And I have no way to make another one! After somehow magically not breaking my shovel,
But it being dang near broken.
I decided for the rest of the day just to feed the chickens and get some sweet experience. As you guys know, there's no better way to finish a day besides
Sugar cane.
what a nice day. It's so beautiful. Brand new day, you know, and wait. You motherfudger! Okay, just so people don't say I'm a horrible person. Yeah, never mind, I'm a horrible person. I then, shortly after, began destroying the top layer of stone so I could replace it with dirt later on. As I said in short, I was just mining innocently until the zombie attacked me. But most importantly, oh god! Clearly, see, I panicked. So I pulled the old classic, save and quit, so I can reload the game. Fact about Bedrock. This might be true for Java, but when you exit and reload the game, it actually causes everything to spawn either further or closer to you. So I was using this trick to actually buy me some time by pushing them away. And I slowly jumped backwards, slowly but surely. I tried fighting, but as you clearly saw, I honestly took some damage and I didn't want to risk it. So I decided the best course of action was to slowly back away and then place blocks so that way I can remain safe and not die a horrible, sad, pathetic death. Got some minor revenge and decided to close off the hole. That way, I never have to look at this or think about it ever again.
Yes, I went to bed so I don't get killed by phantoms.
Day 164, I finally realized you guys were right. They do grow faster when you place crops next to each other. Up until this point, I truly didn't think you were right and I thought you were just messing with me. Found coal! Fudge yeah! Guys, it was back to the grind, destroying the top layer of stone so I could replace it with dirt. I know I said it before, but that's all I'm really doing as of late. You're welcome for that sugarcane jump scare. And yes, I said sugarcane. On day 165, I farmed all day long. It was quite tiring, my turtles. And at night, I had to go to my night job and continue mining the top layer of this. It was very exhausting. On day 166, I gotta fill in the dirt. I know, quite exciting, my turtles. Yes, before you ask, my turtles, I did this all day long and all night long. On day 167, I finished filling it in, so I began destroying the blocks with the torches on them, so I could replace them with dirt. But ultimately, I decided to go to bed mid-process, so that way I could just do it during the day, when it was much easier and safer to do so. During the first morning and on day 168, I finished destroying the blocks and replacing them in and filling them in, and then I was just placing some torches around to make sure it was fully lit up. Honestly, I probably should have just done this at night. I probably would have made it easier and knew exactly where I needed to place the torches, because as of right now, I'm just kind of guessing. And I initially was going to be a really big 1 and a really big K, but I ultimately decided against it and decided to do a bunch of pillars with all you guys' names, because I thought it'd be really cooler to walk through that and just be surrounded by a bunch of your guys' like names on signs. But honestly, I think this project's a lot cooler, and now the Happy Gas is out, and I think on day 210, the update finally came out for me. I'm probably going to go actually build the 1K monument. Fun fact, this is the only time I'm going to speak about it. Day 169. First off, nice. And two is when today I finally submitted, you guys were right. Crops do grow faster when they're placed right next to each other. And like I said in the previous day, this is kind of just a waste of time because I ultimately destroyed it. Because, honestly, that was a waste of time at first. It wasn't going to look as cool. But now I'm thinking about it again. I said I was going to speak about it once, so I'm not going to say what I have planned. This right here is what made me change my mind. I think it's going to be a really cool project. I'm going to revisit this. Ah, crap, I broke my word about speaking about it again. Man. For now, I went to the process of destroying it, so that way I could just do a new project. And honestly, at the time, I thought it was a lot cooler, but thinking about it now, I think I was just being lazy and didn't really want to do the big 1K. Honestly, it's not fair to you guys. I decided to change my mind halfway through. This is right here what I meant. I still think this idea is pretty cool with your guys' names on the pillars and just walk through it and just see nothing but your guys' names. I think it's really cool. Also, make sure leave a comment saying you subscribed, and I'll make sure to add you. You'll probably see your name in the next few of my shorts. Using some of the trees I left from a long time ago, I decided to go finally chop them down because I needed some wood, so that way I can make some signs. Time I was initially recording these, my sister was making a list of all my subscriber names at the time of recording that. So I was waiting on that list, so in the meantime I decided to expand
Farm 2.0 R.
Yes, I still haven't learned the fact water can take care of up to 4 blocks worth of crops around it. I did not know this still, so I decided to completely and just expand it exactly how it is, which is completely and utterly inefficient. And before you say anything or leave comments, at the time I didn't know and fortune on any tools would still work for the crops, despite the fact it's not on the hull, because at the time I thought the fortune would only work on crops if it was on a hull. I did not know that. Henceforth, I never bothered using the fortune 1 on my pickaxe. Pretty much for the rest of the day, I just kind of finished plowing the field, and then I began placing seeds, as you can clearly see. Not much else. Farmer stole the librarian's bed and got stuck in there, so I had to get a little forceful and evict him. Since this librarian kept inviting homeless people into his house, I ultimately decided he's no longer allowed to have a bed. My kindness only goes so far to my villagers. Then began a really long journey of trying to find my cleric, because he disappeared. I genuinely don't know where, and I don't know how. And I got really confused, and I don't know where he went. I just wanted to buy bottles and chanting. And then I saw this door open, so I ran all the way down to Bedrock, thinking, oh crap, don't tell me he went down there. Long story short, I genuinely don't know where he was, but apparently he was upstairs the entire time, because when I got back up, I found him relatively quickly. And I bought more bottles of enchanting so I could chuck them and fix my tools. Shortly after, needing some wool for some carpet, I went to go visit Save the sheep, but as my sister wants me to say, I sheared the sheep. And like I said way earlier in this video, I still don't see the difference between the two words. Just wanted the wool so I could make some carpets and put it on top of this fence, so that way I can enter my farm from literally anywhere instead of just the one area. Key thing about Minecraft right here, it's all about convenience, at least in my opinion anyway. So the same day I learned you could place carpet on top of walls. Very convenient.
Didn't include this, but I did. But I needed wood so I can make more signs, and charcoal, so I grabbed my saplings and placed them and got shot in the head by a skeleton.
Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and
Right there was me watching the rookie in the background, and me forgetting to mute my mic. And yes, I don't have Hulu with no ads. I'm too broke for that. 173, the list was finally done, so I finally began adding the people to the pillars. The beautiful 1K monument maze is what I'm gonna call it. In other news, yeah, no, this took a long while. Yeah, if you want to see who is all on it currently, I made a different video where I said every single name of who's all on it, at least at the time of recording this. And I did the exact same thing on day 174. Honestly, when I was editing shorts, I kind of wish I did this, because this is like really cool. I'm going to do this for the next few days when I'm still doing this. Why are you in my home? I told you to stay away!
Background audio of me talking. There's no point to this at all. I mainly just wanted something to be here while this happens.
Turtle, man, background, audio. This has no point. I just thought it was really cool to keep this in. Oh yeah. I still think this is really cool, really cool.
I ran out of signs, so I quickly had to go get more wood to make more signs. I know, very entertaining. FYI, I still stand by the opinion. I really hate these stupid type of trees. Because you gotta chop down like so much leaves just to find the one log that's still hiding, just so you can destroy it, so the leaves can actually begin to dissolve. I hate it.
Shut up, Ken!
And I just felt like it's been a while since I included one of those, so there you go. You're welcome. I was about to go to bed, but then him. Stop entering my home! Oh, hey. You know, I got an idea for you. For spitting on me, you're forever going to remain by that well, never able to leave. From now on, that's going to happen to every single llama that invades my territory. If I said it before, but no, day 178 is when I officially believed you guys on that crops grow faster when they're placed next to each other. Because holy crap, those are dang near fully grown! All of them!
This is me speaking very deep and spooky. Yeah. Super deep.
I'm still doing this all day long. It's so entertaining.
And really cool. I mean, like, really, I think it's really cool. And on day 80, I finally finished doing the rest of it, as you can see in the background. It's been a while since I said it like this, but trespasser! I then made the easy decision to spend the rest of the day working in
Farm 2.0 R.
Yep, this is the best entertainment you're ever gonna see. Right here, right now. Just Turtle Man farming. And he finally learned how to use the Fortune 1 on his pickaxe to get bonus crops. I know. So entertaining. And the second I finished farming, I decided to go finally chop down these trees. I honestly think they're quite ugly. I kind of just put them in a random pattern. I didn't really pay much attention to how I placed them. I just kind of placed them so that way I would have some wood. Yeah, I didn't sleep. I kind of just kept chopping down trees. Very entertaining. Very boring. But I'm glad they'll be gone. Downside, I have a crap ton more saplings. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. I made a bunch of sticks so I could shove it in this guy's face to get emeralds! Unsure what to do, I decided to look at the sheep. They were just really cute. And then I just kind of bounced around, exploring, thinking of what projects I should start. I eventually found my new project. I was just going to place the walls up here so that way I don't have any skeletons or zombies falling down to that one block area. I really don't understand or where my thought process was, where putting the walls inside the area I mined out. Honestly, I think it's really stupid. I can't believe I even did it in the first place. This right here is what I mean. They just get stuck there, and they just walk around. They just do that. It's annoying. I just continued working on the walls, as well as destroying the now useless walls. Can you guys remind me to come up here at some point or sometime to come fix this mess? I really don't like how I did these walls right there that I'm looking at. I don't like how I did it. It's kind of very ugly and very just so it works. I really don't like it though. So remind me at some point in the future to come do something about it. Hey, you punk! Get off me yard! Yes. Yes, I did add his llamas to my collection. Soon I'm gonna have an army of llamas. You know, it's been a while since I've done any work inside of the hole 4.0. Ah, the simple life. The life of the turtle man miner. It feels so good. So simple. So peaceful. I found diamonds! I found even more diamonds! I ran out of torches, so I had to go back up so I can get some more torches. And, well, when I did, I realized... I'm stalling for time right now. I finally realized it was morning. I mined all the way until morning. Yeah, I failed and completely forgot I was supposed to make torches, so I immediately just went to go work inside the hole 4.0. You know, guys, I'm really hoping I don't find any more diamonds. I don't think I can do that. Oh, mother fudger. I found diamonds! Finally remembering I didn't make any torches, I decided to go back to the surface to make some torches. But, sadly, my ADHD kicked in and I immediately got distracted. I was like, man, my farm looks so cool. I then also immediately was like... Sugar cane! You know, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I was doing something and I came up here to do something. I can't remember what it was. So weird. I then immediately tried to get fortune inside my hole so that way I could get more crops. But as you saw earlier in the video, I could just use my pickaxe and be perfectly fine. There's no reason for me to get fortune on my hole. It's completely and utterly pointless, but I'm still doing it regardless. To answer the question, no, I didn't get fortune on it. Anyways, I immediately decided in a big reckless use of my iron, I decided to make a new golem. So much iron right there. And I think I'm gonna name him Goalie. Man, he looks badass. I love this golem. He's so cool, so awesome. I hope nothing bad happens to him. He's a really cool dude. I'm never gonna let him go. I forgot to record! Ho 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 ho! Day 184 doesn't exist. Welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft, Day 185! I farmed all day long! I just had to admire my hard work. It took a whole 20 minutes to finish it. But it looks so glorious. I then immediately ruined it by focusing on... Sugar cane! Blah blah blah, I bet you don't really care, but I tried my hand at redstone to make an automatic sugarcane farm. Yeah, I failed horribly. Like, I don't know how bad you can, on a scale, I could say how bad I failed. But if it was on a 0 for bad and 10, I did good. I'm at negative 2.8 billion. I quickly destroyed the evidence, so there was no evidence I'm bad at redstone or bad at making sugarcane farms. It never happened. And complete and utter stupidity, I even doubled down on it. But then I saw my golem getting hurt, and I decided it was probably best to go to bed. Tried to give an idea for what I was doing. Well, what I thought it was going to do is by placing a... As you see, digging that out, every other block, it would allow me to place a dispenser there where I'd place water. And then I would click the water, it would go down and destroy all the sugarcane into a bunch of hoppers, and then pushed that way, just hit like a lever, and then boom, I collected all the sugarcane, and all I had to do was replant. That was the idea. I got sidetracked and immediately tried making an automatic sugarcane farm again. It failed horribly. I have no clue how these sensors work. I have no clue how redstone works. This is beyond my intelligence. All that really matters is I wasted all my iron on it. Shortly after, I decided to make a new farm. And I thought it was going to be better. Going to be cooler. Because that way I click a button and it pushes all the crops down into a bunch of hoppers. Yet again, it failed. I don't know why the water was doing this. I don't know. I just know it failed. I truly was doing double or nothing on this. I truly thought I could make it work. But I failed to realize one thing. You need to be good at Minecraft to make it work! As I was struggling to understand the redstone, I noticed my golems were getting attacked, so I quickly grabbed some iron to quickly heal them. I began running over, getting worried. No. Goalie! Goalie! I'll kill all of you! You will die by my hands! I will avenge my golem! Die! None of you are safe! I'm killing you all! I will have my vengeance! And it will be sweet! Kill me if you must! I will avenge my golem! It became day. I couldn't find his flower. He was gone. I had nothing to remember him. He's just gone. Goalie is gone. And life isn't fair. I decided to give up on this project. In memory of Goalie. If I wasn't so focused on it, Goalie would probably be alive right now, because I would have noticed him sooner and be able to heal him sooner. Recovering from the loss of Goalie, I decided to focus on something simpler. A simple life. A life of farming. A life of crops. But I kept thinking of him as I placed the seeds, and his twin brother standing right behind me. I had to pause the game and take a moment to think and reflect on my actions. What could I have done differently? Would Goalie still be alive if I was more aware of my surroundings? After doing some trading, I worked on some sugarcane. Sugarcane. Alright, wait. I remember when Goalie would walk through these fields, exploring his new home. It's never happening again. Deciding in honor of Goalie, I will expand the sugarcane field, so that way any future golem will be able to explore. After I kind of grab the water buckets from here, so that way I can create an infinite water source. And just like I did with
Farm 2.0
I filled it in with dirt, so it'd look a lot nicer than just stone. The sweet joy of creating infinite water sources. It's so boring, easy, and most importantly, very, very tedious. Eventually, realizing I've a crap ton of seeds, I decided to pay a visit to
Family Chamber
and feed the chickens with a crap ton of seeds.
They had to purge them when there were too many. They had to suffer by my blade.
I then began feeding them once more. Why? Because why not? I was intending to feed them for the rest of the night, but then I looked up and I saw 3 phantoms and I was like, yeah, screw that, I'm going inside. That looks dangerous. On day 192, it continued literally right where I left off. I went back to
Family Chamber
and continue to breed the chickens. As for another reason why I decided to breed chickens, so I was near the sugarcane as it grew, so that way I can grab whatever sugarcane that did grow and expand it outwards. That way, when there's enough sugarcane, I'll make so much sugarcane and so much paper. I take all of the librarian's paper. Emeralds, I meant to say emeralds. I then got enamored with this cute little baby sheep. It looks so small and adorable. I love its ears. Oh, it went on all 4s. I love it. It's super cute. I love it. It made me decide to share the love with the sheeps and breed them a little bit, so that way I have more sheeps. And then I was very sad when the baby sheep was gone. And I'm sure it went back to its mom. I'm serious, I didn't kill it. I know some of you think I'd kill it. I killed it. I did not kill it. I swear to you, did not kill it. More baby sheep! Okay, just so I would have a reason to kill the blue man, I checked his inventory. It was crap. So trespasser! And of course I added his llamas to my collection. I have so many llamas. When it became morning, I finally decided to go put this guy down. It was time for him to end his misery. I have no need for useless green villagers. And I had to make sure this guy knew that. Remain having a job. Otherwise, they will face my blade. The blade of the turtle man. I did the exact same thing I did on the previous day. I grabbed the sugarcane that grew and then placed it further down. Heck, I even did some miscellaneous trading. Feels good to take their emeralds. Remember how I said I was bad at redstone? Yeah, I do too. So I don't know why I was trying to do this. I was trying to make an automatic chunk loader, so that way if I were to go to another foreshadowing, my chunks would stay loaded, so that way the sugarcane and the farm would keep growing, so that way I don't lose progress on that when I'm in the nether or super far away. And before you laugh, yes, I did think just pistons enough is what keeps chunks loaded. I don't think that's how this actually works. I'm gonna assume it does, because otherwise I feel incredibly stupid. It was almost like I said I was going to nether a couple seconds ago. Fascinating. I decided to try to make a one chunk monster farmer. I think it's called a gold farm. Inside nether, so that way I can get some gold and XP a lot easier. And I definitely, 100%, did not steal it from anyone whatsoever. I definitely did not steal the idea from this guy. Not at all. Not at all. Also, he's a pretty cool guy. You should go subscribe to him if you got free time. And personally, I think his content is a heck of a lot better than mine. Like I said, I was trying to make a 16 by 16 one chunk mob farmer for gold. I definitely was not stealing off anyone else. Cough, cough. I would never steal. Not at all. Turtle Man would never steal an idea. Turtle Man definitely didn't just take this idea from him and then proceeded to tell him in Discord, oh yeah, I definitely didn't take your idea. I would never do that. Turtle Man is a responsible person. After returning to the overworld for a brief moment so I could see what time of day it was, I proceeded to head back downstairs into my new monster farmer, just to see a skeleton immediately go, what the fudge? Hey, I was living here first, weirdo! Leave my home! This is my property now! You're the one who shall leave. I immediately decided to return to the overworld to go to bed. No irony there whatsoever. The very next day, I immediately went to go continue working down here. But I instantly was like, man, this is boring. I don't like digging down. It's kind of a pain. So I immediately decided to make a new one all the way down at Bedrock. Because digging up is so much better. Long story short, two things happened. I decided to explore this cave I dug into and light it up with torches. Just to immediately get gangbanged by a bunch of piglins and run for my life. Just to realize they're trapped, so I put some blocks so I could just slowly kill them. And I returned just to find out my new farmer worked. 3 of them spawned, and I had to run for my life. Heck, I even panicked and reloaded the game so they would spawn further away. In fact, it got worse. They got closer. So I kept just backing away, backing away, backing away. Heck, I didn't even have to kill this guy. His own teammate did. Talk about getting shot in the back. Quite literally. But that gave me time to heal. And I avenged the one goblin. And I decided to steal this one guy's pants so that way I don't get attacked by any more hobgoblins. I feel amazing. And I decided to place slabs so that way they won't spawn down here. At least not until I'm ready for them to spawn.
Placing slabs all day long.
The biggest highlight of this day was me jumping back and forth like an idiot. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I think you get the point. I love how I walk right to the portal, go to the overworld so I can make more slabs, despite the fact there's a crafting table literally right there behind this chest, and I still decided to go to the overworld, to go to my home to use a crafting table. The new slabs, I quite easily managed to finish placing the slabs, and now, hopefully, no more mobs should spawn. I was just minding my own business, and then the skeleton showed up. I was like, normal deal. Put your shield up, you'll be fine. Get closer, and then it broke my shield. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I started running. I made it to the next. I got shot again. I'm like, that hurt. If I could just get out of here. And then there was another skeleton. I was like, fudge, I can fight it. And then I got 4 hearts. So I did the reloading trick. He just spawned even closer. Doing it one more time. He spawned further away. I booked it. I hid here and quickly placed some slabs. So that way I won't die. I need to live. I want to live. Completely honest, I actually genuinely thought I was about to die right there. Truly thought I was about to die. And if you're wondering what I'm doing in the background, I was using all the wood, all the supplies I had on me to create a crafting table and an iron ingot that I had on me inside the little white bag to hopefully make a shield, a new shield, so that way I can escape the nether safely and never return. And with the new shield, I just kind of let him shoot himself to death, and I effing booked it. Turned to the overworld, and I saw the blue man. I never felt safer. then seeing the blue man. I inspected his trades going, okay, maybe he has something worthwhile. I'll let him live because I just went through a near-death experience. Just kidding, he's the blue man. Oh shit, it's a phantom. I need to run! All tucked in, nice and safe. Realizing how close I am to death, I finally decided to pull the trigger and make me a full set of diamond armor, completing the set with a pair of diamond pants. Aw yeah. I grabbed my carrots and some wheat to do some miscellaneous trading with my villagers, that way I can get some emeralds, cause I decided I am going to get a protection 4 villager. I didn't have enough books to make another lectern, so I decided to do some culling of my cows. And now, with the leather, I made some books. That way I can make a bookshelf. That way I can make a lectern. So I immediately headed to the Monster Farmer Village via Turtle Horse. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I'm kind of running out of ways to naturally include saying Turtle Horse in sentences without sounding like a robot. I really am running out of ideas. And I don't want to have to go to ChatGPT just to ask for ideas how to include it in a natural way. After running around like an idiot and trapping some villagers inside their homes, I found this guy. And I began the painful and annoying process to turn him into a librarian. That sounds protection 4. I eventually realized I didn't even have enough emeralds to even buy protection 4 from them. Even if I did somehow manage to get it. So I rode back home to go get some more emeralds. So, remember how I said I have ADHD? You see, I got distracted very easily. As I was running around doing sugarcane, checking up on my farm, I instantly was like, wait, if I get Fortune 3, I could get more crops. And if I get more crops, I can do more trading. And that way I get more emeralds. That way I can buy protection 4. Yeah, I got sidetracked. So instead of getting protection 4, I immediately decided to get Fortune 3. Yeah. I tried to get to level 30 with a bunch of bottles enchanting, so that way I can try enchanting on the enchanting table, but ultimately I decided that was kind of pointless. I don't know why anyone bother using enchanting table when you can just make a villager. And after spending pretty much the whole day in here, I finally got Fortune 3. Yes, I got sidetracked. I didn't get Protection 4. I decided to get Fortune 3 instead. So excited and happy, I immediately ran home and enchanted my pickaxe, Picky. So now I officially have a Fortune 3 tool on day 196. Aw yeah. And before you even need to ask or question what I did on day 197, I immediately started farming with my new Fortune 3 tool. Because I simply had to. There was no other reason. And my farm was kind of fully grown, so I kind of had to. I was having such a nice time until this villager showed up. But because he had an actual something I wanted, jungle sapling, I decided to let him live purely because he was useful to me. Just this once. Never again. That and mainly so I can have the excuse and say I don't kill every single blue man like some of you like to say and claim I do. Hey guys, look! I finally learned you can place walls in water and then lamps in water! I'm learning! So on one day 98, I kind of forgot to hit record, so all I really did was I went back to the Monster Farmer Villager and tried to get Protection 4 again, but instead I got Unbreaking 3. And I was like, man, I won Unbreaking 3 and kept it! So now I have an Unbreaking 3 villager. You can be disappointed in me. It's alright. I really need to get a Protection 4, and I really need to stop getting sidetracked and getting all these other different enchantments. One of these days, I'm just going to spend the time to focus solely on Protection 4. But that is not today. As I was about to mount Turtle Horse, I saw this really cute white sheep, so I decided to take him with me. And from now on, he is the Turtle Sheep. His cuteness shall be known throughout the land. As soon as I get home, I went and bought a name tag for one of my master librarians, aka a mending light villager, and then immediately went and named it Turtle Sheep. So that way I can name Turtle Sheep. Turtle Sheep! Here it is, the moment of truth, the turtle sheep. He's so cute. Look at those ears. Just look at those little floppy ears. The way he bounces around. He's so cute. He's so small. So innocent. So cute. And since I didn't want turtle sheep to starve to death, I quickly put some dirt blocks in there so they can grow some grass on them. So that way he has something to eat when he gets hungry. Because I don't want to be a monster to turtle sheep. He is my pet. He shall live with me from now on. I also finally named this thing Keep Chunk Loaded Device and decided to upgrade it. How, you might ask? Well, I added these dirt blocks and water so that way the water will flow and the piston will push it back, and in theory that shall keep this chunk loaded. I still don't think this works, but I'm just gonna say it does because otherwise I feel really stupid for doing this.
Sugar cane.
And with that, I finally filled in all its spots, so that way I will get my maximum amount of sugarcane. And I spent the last few minutes of day 199 looking at turtle sheep. He's so cute. I love the way he waddles. And then, just like usual with my turtles, I want the bed. This is it, day 200. You know, most people, for when they hit the 100th day, they do something big, something exciting. But you see, I am not most people. And you're probably wondering, what do I mean by that? Well, you see, I am not exactly skilled in Minecraft, as you've probably seen over these last 100 days. Nor am I the most talented. I'm kind of average. I'm kind of just like you guys. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm kind of just winging it as I go and learning how to play Minecraft via you guys in the shorts, via my daily uploads. You guys give me tips and advice. Half the crap I do in my world I probably wouldn't have done without you guys. So thank you for that. But yeah, no, so I feel the need to explain what I am doing. I am sitting here for the whole day 200, just watching my farm grow. Nothing else, nothing big, nothing fancy. And I know some of you are probably going, wait, when are you gonna fight the Ender Dragon? The Wither. Explore the Nether. Eventually. Probably by day 500, I'm hoping to kill the Ender Dragon. Because I'm actually kind of scared about that. So that means I have to go into the Nether, find a fortress, and find some blaze rods. Or trade. I heard that's a good way to do it. But I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm kind of just doing this day by day. Like I said, that's the cool thing about Minecraft. Everyone plays differently. You play differently from me. You can just start your own hardcore world. You could speedrun everything. But frankly, I'm not like that. I'm really not. I kind of just do it. I do things that I think are funny. I get distracted. Like I said, I have ADHD, so I start doing something and I immediately go, whoa, I want to go do that. And right now, I kind of lost the point of what I was trying to make. But I think the main point of what I was trying to say is, I'm not everyone else. I'm not like Dream, who can just speed run and just knows how to play Minecraft like the best of the best. I'm not like Luke the Notable, where every 100th day he's somehow already killed the Ender Dragon, conquered the Nether, got the best gear in the world. I'm not like that. Heck, I don't even have a full set of netherite gear. I think I didn't even get netherite pants until like a couple days past this. And even then, I don't even have protection 4 on any of my gear. I'm working on it. I tend to get lazy on that. Like I said, I decided to get Fortune 3 because I think that would get me more crops. Heck, I swear, half these 100 days was spent in this exact farm. Just farming. Not exactly world-class material right here. The fact I even got this far with these shorts and this 200 days is mind-boggling. I never thought of me, a random guy who's just uploading this in his free time because he needs a hobby, because otherwise I just sit around and do nothing and just play and watch YouTube videos on my phone, because this way I feel productive. I'm doing something. And heck, seeing you guys' comments and likes, that's even awesome, man. And then the few people who do leave negative comments, I'm just going, ha, you're making fun of a guy who just does this when he's bored. Like, genuinely, I do this when I am bored out of my mind. It's a hobby. Like I said, this is purely a hobby for me. I got a full-time job I invest my time into. This is just fun. That's all it's ever going to be for me. I might just randomly disappear one day, and you'll never know. I'm still slightly sick, beware. This entire time, all 100 days I re-edited this, I have been sick. There's a fun fact. I feel like I'm being distracted from what I was trying to say. Either way, if you see, I've been navigating for so long, the Xbox guide showed up. I think the point is, just, I'm not like everyone else. I'm not fancy, I'm not fast, I'm not good at the game. I am very, very crap. I am bad at this, like royally bad. And either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried my best to make this entertaining. Leave a comment if you have any ideas how I could make it better. I would try my best to do it. I really do, because I think there's a lot in here I could have done better. I think. At the same time, I tried, because I got this done in like 2 days. Keep that in mind. Like re-editing and revoicing everything. Like my voice actively is like iffy. I swear I'm gonna lose my voice for how often I try to do the caveman voice. Well, anyways, just like usual, my turtles, I'm going to bed. IRL.